I think we're live. I think we're good. Maybe not. I don't know. Tell me. Let me know if I'm live or not, because that'd be helpful. Just because I need to know, and I can also reposition this. Maybe. I'm not sure how I want to do this. Let me know in the chat if you're here, and we can go from there. Maybe I have to refresh everything because I don't know if I've set this up just right. I'm here! Ta-da! Finally. There we go. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, so it works. It works. And, okay, so does everything sound right? Yo, it's Scythe08. Welcome to the stream. This is a little bit of a different stream, I'd say, because I'm at work right now. And it's absolutely dead, so that's why I'm kind of just like doing this now, and I'm not, at home, I'm too tired. And I end up sleeping throughout the whole day. So I like having this now, if that makes sense, because now I can stream when things are dead, and I can chill. You know what I mean? So this is probably going to be my like normal streaming time as of currently, if you know what I'm saying. So as of now, this should be my normal streaming time. And I know it sucks that everyone's going to be asleep when school starts and shit like that. I'm sorry. But that's the way it's got to go, because I mean, I'll try to do some streams normal time. And also, this is probably the first time you guys have seen me regularly without my headphones on. Look at my ears. I have ears. Isn't that crazy? Super crazy. But my computer right now can't play games because I don't have it set up. I don't have any games downloaded. So with that being said, I thought I might do like a little bit of a podcasty type thing where I have some topics that we can talk about a little bit. I can get some feedback, and I want to know you guys' thoughts on a lot of stuff. So I have 4 topics I want to talk about. Wait, whoa, ears, shit. Yeah, I know, I got ears. That's weird. Did you see that? That's weird shit. No one ever knows shit. I also have legs. I know I've done a few streams before where I've like popped up and you saw my legs, but I have legs too. They're short little stubby ones. But anyways, first off, how is everyone doing tonight? Everyone doing good? Let me know as soon as you can. I also want to see how the latency is with the work area right here. Also, by the way, there will be times where that phone right there lights up and I will have to mute this screen and mute my microphone. So just letting you guys know that'll happen. So if that phone rings, I gotta mute the microphone, mute the screen, and then if something on the computer happens as well, I have to hop off of there as well, off of this as well, just because I'm at work and I need to take care of things when they happen up. So I'll keep an eye on that. And we'll go from there, but I just wanted to inform you guys that there will be interruptions here and there, but just stay in the chat, do your thing, talk a little bit. For future streams, I'll try to put some music on in the background while it's going. I just didn't have time to set it up tonight, because I do have to, this stream can go for like 3 hours, because that's when I have to stop streaming, if that makes sense. The chat works, but you're not working, buffering all the way. No one else has buffer. It's probably just because of the continental difference, I'd say, Urban. Just more so because you're way far away in the area over there. And you know what I mean? Okay, cool. Well, I'm glad you guys don't have buffer. And if you guys do have any problems with the stream, let me know as soon as you can in the chat. And right now, we're going to do one of those latency tests as well. So this is like the first stream I'm doing from work, so I want to kind of get things down. So get ready. I know I got the big water jug. I'm pissed because I left it in my car, and now the bottom like shoots out, and like I can't hold the handle because you can see. Wait, there. It like butts out, and I can't hold the handle anymore. My hand doesn't fit through there. I'm pissed. But whatever. Mitch, I'm up at this time because I work at night. Should text me where you work. Would love to stop by and say hi. Unfortunately, I can't have anyone stop by overnight. That's just our protocol. But what time do you work until? Because I could stop by after work, if that makes sense. Let me know. Stream is good for me. What's up, Levi? What's up, Grace? What's up, Urban? What's up, Spider? I'm glad for everyone here being here. But with that being said, I do like this is going to be like a little podcasty stream, which I'm excited about, and we're going to discuss some topics that are just kind of happening now, I guess, if that makes sense, and we'll go from there. So, first note of the agenda tonight is I don't know how many people here have iPhones, but the iOS 13 beta officially dropped for public last week, and I hopped on it. I love it. The new features include dark mode. There's like, the dark mode is actually really fucking sick. I really like that. It's just like, I can't believe it took him this fucking long to do it, if you know what I mean. It took him so fucking long to do dark mode. It's like, I hate Apple, but I love Apple for it. And it's just one of those things that makes me kind of just angry, in a way. It took him so long to do the night shift thing as well, which I love. But dark mode, the speed is fucking insane on the latest beta they have. No one's posted a stream notification on Discord. Grace, if you want to go ahead and do that, just do the @here. I don't want to wake everybody up with a notification. Can't stay long tonight. Got to get up early and go to the DMV. Sounds good. You can stay as long as you want. I'm going to be just here until I'm done with my list, and then I can, do some work and shit. Hydro, dark mode, how do I sign up? I will let you know it is really buggy. For some users, for me, I have a 10R, and I haven't experienced any bugs, really. I've had a few. Quit buffering, dude. Urban, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. I really don't know. But there are bugs. I haven't had any bugs for Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter. All the things that I seem to be using are just fine. So, it's a thing. If you want to risk it with the apps you have, you can. You just go to Google or whatever browser you use and type in iOS 13 public beta, and it should allow you to install a profile, and it should download for you pretty easily. But, you have a 10R2, so you should be fine. That is good. Be sure to do a iCloud backup and or a full iTunes restore before you install the beta, just in case you have problems. You can always revert back, okay? I'm warning you from that point. But there's a full-on dark mode, which is really fucking nice. The speed improvements are fantastic for the latest beta. I've noticed intense speed improvements for stock apps, at least. Third-party apps are kind of like, yeah, it loads faster, but that's probably the animations. Other than that, there's some fun new stuff, like Safari has improvements, security improvements, all that fun stuff. The main points, though, are just dark mode. That's really the main update for iOS 13. And I know it's like, you think about it, what makes, like, hey, look, the brand new update, and that's just like dark mode, and that's pretty much the main feature, which is kind of underwhelming in a way. So, I don't know. You take that for what it's worth. You take it for what you think, how much that's worth to you. But it's cool. And I don't know how it works on the older devices with the home buttons. I just know if you have a 5S or a 6, you are not going to be able to get the iOS 13 because they are being pushed out. With that being said, do you have any questions about the beta? Anything specific you want to know? Let me know. I'll try to answer it the best. If there's a certain feature you're wondering if is in there, I'll let you know if it's in there. And we can go from there. Well, I'll do that and sleep. Sorry, I can't stay long. That's fine. Anyone gone to see Spider-Man yet? I have not seen Spider-Man yet. I saw that animated one, and it was pretty good. I liked it a lot. Hey guys, not sure if it's just me, but this stream isn't popping up in my subscriber feed. I don't know why, but YouTube is being weird. I don't know why. My schedule is Wednesday, Thursday till 12:30 a.m., Friday, Saturday till 2:30 a.m. Oh, so you work... Wait. So you work until 12:30 a.m.? And then Friday, Saturday till 2:30 a.m.? So if that's the case, I start my shift at 11 p.m. and I end at 7 a.m. That's why I'm not sure if you could stop by. You can't due to our ruling we have here. So I'm not sure you'd be able to pop on over. What's up, Mr. Phil? Mr. Phil with the business? How's it going, buddy? Phil, don't you work tomorrow? Why are you up at 2 in the morning? Phil, why? Phil, you've been getting up really early for some reason. I don't know why you've been doing that. But either way, yep, I don't see any comments about the iOS beta, so I'll move on to the next topic. Let's see what we got. I'm not sure if anyone noticed today, but there was a giant ass outage on the internet with everything. If you have Facebook, you noticed it today. If you have Instagram, if you have WhatsApp or whatever, you noticed there was a big outage today, and it was kind of like affecting everybody. Let me know if you were affected by it in the chat, but I was on Facebook and nothing would fucking load, and like the internet just kind of died. If you think about it. And apparently, hold on, I had a burrito before I started streaming, and it's now starting to just like yeah, it sucked. I just watched a video today of a man getting struck by lightning 3 times, got back up twice. Fantastic. Wow, what a trooper. Crazy guy. Look at those sharks in the chat. I'm not scared of sharks anymore. Fish are friends, not food. I watched Finding Nemo this morning, so I'm good. Yeah, Facebook was down for like, I mean, it wasn't down. You could still log into it, but it was one of those things where it affected everybody for an extended period of time where pictures wouldn't load. You wouldn't be able to send things. You wouldn't really be able to chat with people. Comments would just disappear. And I think that went on for about 6 hours, I think. I think it was 6 hours. Maybe it was a little more, a little less. But it was a serious outage, and apparently it was Cloudflare. There's a business called Cloudflare, a company, and they had a giant outage, which they're a DNS, I guess, resolver, I guess, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain it fully, but they're like the phone book of the internet. So if you search something up, it'll go to them, and it'll like load the page, or it'll send the ping to the right page, if that makes sense. And they had a giant outage, which affected all the companies that use them to, I guess, get their services out to the internet. So everything that was affected, Facebook was a major one, Instagram, like I said, Snapchat was another one, WhatsApp, Twitter, I don't think had anything down with it, but I don't know. Either way, it was a big thing, and I'd say majority of the United States was affected. I don't know about Australia or England or Europe, whatever. All right, let me catch up on chat quick. Reddit didn't go down. That's really nice. They don't use Cloudflare, I believe. Not scared of sharks. What about the Leviathan? Don't talk about the Leviathan. We're not talking about the Leviathan. Don't talk about the Leviathan. We're not talking about that right now. You made me get out of bed, so you better make it up. Brandon, what are you doing? What are you doing? I mean, come on, man. You need to get into these late night streams with us. Come on, man. That's the way it gets done. And I can't believe it's only been 12 minutes and I'm already halfway through my list. We might need more things to talk about, unless you guys have questions. Do you have questions about anything we've talked about today or anything? Maybe not. I don't know. Let me know. Or maybe, here's what we'll do. We'll talk about the main topics for the day. And then after, we will talk, or we'll ask some questions. I'll answer some questions for you guys. Sounds good? We'll do that. I believe I saw a comment from Bree before. My schedule is every single day, 11 to 7 a.m. So I don't have very much free time, unfortunately. You have questions? Whoa, Truman. Good God. Facebook is for old people? I mean, it's where I find most of my memes, so I think it's still relevant in a way. But you know, you got the old folks on the internet, and they're typing away. They type like this. And then they comment and they argue. Delay test consists of is, oh, OBS Studio reconnection successful. So apparently I went down there for a second. Okay, good to know. I mean, it showed. Hold on, am I back? Tell me if I'm back. Okay, it's back. Cool. Yeah, I got a notification saying it did disconnect. So that's kind of cool that it showed me that it reconnected. But I'm glad that you guys showed me that. Yeah, thank you very much. It showed me that I came back. It said OBS Studio reconnected. So that's kind of nice that it gives me that notification. Didn't tell me that it went down though. So what's up, Paige? I'm glad you're here. Paige, if you want to play some games eventually soon, we can. I have a new schedule where I get off work at 7 a.m. my time. I don't know what time that is for you, but we can play some games after that. All right, delay test now. So what that means is I'm going to clap my hands, and then the moment you guys see my hands clap, you guys are going to go into the chat, and you're going to type now. So actually what you should do is go onto the chat right now, and then type the word now, and then right when you see my hands clap, I want you to press the send button, okay? Thank you, Phil, for being a fucking troll. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Urban, if you're having problems, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, I can't really fix it, so I don't know what to do. All right, so with that being said, I'm gonna do the clap soon, so get ready. Get ready. Ooh, 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 ooh. Let me get my fucking clock out quick. Hold on. All right, ready? When's it gonna happen? Oh my god! Oh, okay, there you go. Okay, whoop. Bam. Okay, so everyone the majority, I don't know if Brandon was a troll and Levi was a troll, but I'm guessing they were because it happened literally the moment I said go. I clapped my hands. So with everyone else's times, though, it was 10 seconds. So it wasn't the best, but I may have a way to fix that. So give me approximately 10-15 seconds. I'll be right back. I know what to do to fix this, I believe. Be right back. Let me know if I'm bad. Let me know if I'm back. Okay, that fucking... Hold on. It should be back, I think. I think it should be back. Yeah, I'm not sure. You're back? Perfect. Okay, so now it should be better. I forgot to go into my settings and change the settings to low latency. So it should be better. If not, oh well. We'll deal with it for tonight, but hopefully it's better eventually, but oh well. Brandon, why do you need sleep? Only reason I'm up is because I'm off today and tomorrow. Why are you off? Did you get them off for like PTO or what's going on with that? Brandon, why do you want sleep? Become a night owl like the rest of us. Come on, man. Come on, Brandon. All right, delay test. Get ready to put now in the chat. We'll do this one more time, see if it goes through. Put now in the chat, and then when you see me clap, I go ahead and press that send button, all right? Wait, let me reset this. Okay, Bree, that was an 8-second. So it improved by 2. Did stream just go offline? I don't think so. Refresh your page. On refresh page. It's closer to 4. Oh, cool. Wait. 4th of July and took PTO for Friday. I have PTO tomorrow. I have PTO for tomorrow night, so I'll be able to do some fun stuff. Wait a second. That's interesting. It shows my stream is running at 30 FPS. I should be running at 60, I think. Wonder if I can change that. No, I can't. Give me a second. You're gonna... Okay, so everyone's still offline? Of course this happens! All right. Is we back? Are we back? Tell me if we're back. You like my fingers? We're good for me. Sounds good. Okay, should be good, and I put the settings up to 60 FPS, so it should be a lot smoother now. Don't know why it was not at 60 before, but interesting. My connection at work is actually good. We found out that it was actually the hosting provider that is the one that's messing up. The connection at work is pretty solid, though. So I'm not sure what's going on with the internet, but I mean, maybe it is the internet at work. I'm not sure. I am using an adapter for the Ethernet, so I might find an Ethernet cable I can just run straight to the switch. Maybe I'll do that. But with that being said, you should come on Friday, though, if you aren't busy. I don't know what I'm doing on Friday. I believe Lizzie's going to Wisconsin, so I might be free. I'll let you know. Delay test. Let's continue on with the thing, because I just want to talk about some stuff. So we'll do delay test at the end, just until then. But let's get on with the little podcast type thing, okay? You guys ready for this? Because as of the latest, this goes on to one of the other topics they were talking about. In the latest iOS 13 beta, there is this new feature that's kind of creepy in a way, and I don't know if I can. Here, I'll pull this up. But apparently, oh shit, hold on. Apparently, there is I guess they use a type of VR. There's a virtual reality type thing that they use, and here, eye correction, that's what it's called. And what they do is with FaceTime, you know how people look at their screen while they're doing video calls with people? This feature, or this, I guess it's a feature, I would say. Here, let me show you what I'm talking about, because this is very strange. And here, we can pull this up so you guys can see. I'm going to go here quick, and this should show the screen. Perfect, it does. So right here, FaceTime eye contact correction in iOS 13 uses AR kits. So what this essentially is, though, is it takes... Here, I'll show myself again, one sec. So it takes... If you're looking at your phone when you're talking to somebody, and you know how you look at them on the screen, so your eyes are down looking at them, and it's not looking at the camera. I'm on top chat, thank you. I fucking hate... Why can't it default to live chat? That's the dumbest shit in the world. That's the dumbest shit in the world. I don't know why YouTube does that. It's so dumb. It's extremely dumb. But back to what I was saying. I go ahead. Oh, there's buffer. Yeah, it's really creepy. It's really creepy. But I'll go back to this. If you're holding your phone, the camera... Oh, shit. Is it really buffering? Damn it. Well, give it a second. I'll be able to do some more testing with this as well as time goes on to figure out why it's buffering and stuff like that. But it still shows that I have 0 dropped frames for some reason. It's back. At least I am. Yeah, let me know. Because my OBS... My OBS says I have 0 dropped frames. So, and my internet says full-on green bars right now, so I'm not sure what's going on. Okay, so let's do this. Here on. Refresh page. Oops. And it might work. There we go. Okay, so if anyone's still in chat, that should be good. Okay, so with that being said, the setting, it's a setting you can turn on. So you can turn it off and turn it on, but when you're talking to someone, you're naturally looking at them while you talk to them, because it's more of you are looking at them, you're not looking at the camera, right? You want to see who you're talking to, you want to look at them, you don't want to look at the camera the entire time. So what this feature does is it essentially uses an AR filter on your eyes, and it makes your eyes shift up to look at the camera without actually using your eyes, or without actually your eyes looking up at the camera, which is really weird. Hey, super welcome to the chat, buddy. And I'll show you what I mean by this. So this is kind of what it does. And if you can see right here is what normally people would see. This is what somebody obviously took this picture and they did it, but this is what somebody would look like normally right here. And they'd be looking at their screen, looking at someone talking to them. But what this new feature does with the new iOS is it uses virtual reality and augmented reality to take the way your eyes are looking, but they're still looking at the screen, mind you, but it shapes them to be looking at the camera, so it's more so direct eye contact in a way. And I mean, I've heard, I don't know if there's someone wrote a thing about it, but this is a feature I predicted would be coming years to come, blah, blah, blah. Okay, just FaceTime with this guy, and this actually works. Looking at him on screen, not at the camera, produces a picture of me looking dead at his eyes like I was staring at the camera. This is insane. This is some next century shit. And more so, it's just first off, I want to know how they do it, because it really makes no sense to me in a way how they can augment somebody's eyes to do that. It's kind of creepy in a way, and I'm really glad that it's just a feature you can turn on and off, because I don't necessarily know if I want that on. Yeah, I know what you mean, Grace. I know exactly what you mean, because it's it's more, apparently business people and people who have like phone interviews or like Skype interviews, but it'd be more so FaceTime interviews with this. People that are doing interviews, the eye contact is apparently crucial. And I didn't realize that. I didn't realize, you know, if you're going to be talking to an employer, if they don't look, it's a weird kind of sensation. I'm going to try to word this the best I can. If there's like an interview you're having with a business and it's a phone interview, FaceTime interview, like they're going to be doing, essentially the businesses and employers find it more professional and more, they just have a higher view of you if they see the eye contact, which this obviously would allow for. But up until this point, I just hadn't realized that, you know, if I'm talking with someone on FaceTime, I'm just talking to them. I'm not paying attention to where they're looking per se, or my mind kind of just, you know, it kind of just assumed that they're looking at me through the screen and I didn't pay much attention to it, you know? So I know obviously everybody thinks this is pretty creepy, but what do you think about this in terms of like a business or like an employer aspect? Do you think this is going to be helpful, or do you think they're not going to care? Know what I mean? Let me know what you think, because I think, I mean, if I was interviewing somebody over the phone, I honestly wouldn't care, if that makes sense. I wouldn't, you know, throw all of my, you know, I'm going to hire you on the fact that you're looking me in the eyes. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to hire them on the fact of what they say, how professional they sound, how organized they sound. You know, it's stuff like that that really matters to me. So I don't know if this is going to make a big difference, but it's there. It's a new feature. It's a new feature no one really asked for, to be honest. And I still don't know how they are doing it. So with that being said, I'm indifferent on it. I really don't have much of an opinion. I can see the use for it, but I also think it's kind of creepy. So, I mean, it is what it is. And I'm guessing it'll only get better with time. Grace and Hydro said something quick. Well, in my opinion, if I'm going to have a business interview over the phone, I would not have the phone that close to my face, and I really don't think it would matter that much. Oh, let me point out. So this was just an example of what it does to your eyes. It would not be that close to your face naturally, but that's just a exaggeration of what it would do to your face, or to your eyes. So this, you know, this guy obviously wanted to get close so he could take a screenshot of the phone and then put it online for people to see the difference. But this would still happen if it wasn't close to your face. Know what I mean? So it's not necessarily the closeness factor. It's just the fact that they're using augmented reality to adjust the way your eyes look up towards the phone without you even doing anything. It's really fucking creepy, to be honest, but you know, I guess it's more professional and I guess people like it more. But Hydro says technologically it's amazing. Business-wise, most businesses would prefer face-to-face interviews. I agree completely. You know, if you meet with someone personally, that is the best possible scenario ever. One thing that I forgot to mention with the interviews and stuff, it also could potentially be used for like business on-call stuff like that. So like, you know how businesses have those rooms with the webcams and then the screen with the guy on it, then all the members around the table? It could be used for that, but I don't see how it would work with multiple people. Know what I mean? So we'll have to see what happens in future betas, but you know, it apparently works really well. And I do agree that face-to-face interviews are fantastic. They're much better than this. But then you think about the people who are going to be, you know, they're applying for a job in a different state because they're moving soon. You know, this might add into them getting hired somehow. You never know. You never know what will actually happen because of just subtle eye contact. And eye contact is a really big part of, you know, interpersonal communication. So I guess it's a mystery at this point, and we will see the effects of it down the line. You know, I do not want to stare into the soul of my employer. You got a good point. You really do have a good point. If the phone was away from your face, though, or enough, set up in a professional setting, you won't be able to tell where my eye contact is. And tracking all the eyes. Correct. Like I said, I'm indifferent on it, really. But, some people, I guess, really value the eye contact, or else this wouldn't even be a feature if you think about it. People, they're like, hey, let's add this in because it's going to be a game changer. Somebody thought about that. And I agree with Hydro. Technologically, it's amazing, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. All right, the next one I got is, let's check. This one is generally for the, I guess, cellular providers. Sorry. I'm talking a lot. I'm not used to this, so my throat's getting used to this again. This is for more so cellular providers. Which provider do you guys have for your phones, or does your family have for their phones? Write it in the chat right now. This one more so has to do about T-Mobile and Sprint. They are coming in close with their merger. So the two companies are coming together and they're going to form a new company. And people are kind of divisive about this. They're saying, you have US Cellular. I don't know who US Cellular is based off of. I think that's off of Verizon. So you guys aren't particularly going to have any effect from this, I'd say, cellular-wise. But, it's an interesting topic that you might be interested in contributing to, and I want to hear what I have to say. Okay? With that being said, the two companies are coming together, and people are divisive about it. Some people say it's going to be fantastic because Verizon and AT&T are already on their way to setting up their 5G infrastructure around the US, and this has some pretty big implications for, the next generation of technology, if you think about it. So what this means with the merger is T-Mobile at this current point just bought $8 billion of spectrum, and they're implementing it everywhere over the US. And this is more so low band. There's low band, mid band, and high band spectrum. Low band reaches for a lot further distance, but it's a lot slower. Mid band goes kind of in between low and high, and it has medium speed. And then there's high band, which is effectively the really, really speedy, and it goes not even a mile, and the connection drops off. So at the current point, T-Mobile has a lot of low band and a lot of mid band, but their high band they lack. On the contrary, Sprint has a minuscule amount of low band, or it has some low band. It has almost no mid band, or maybe it's the other way around. I think they have almost no low band and some mid band, and that's why they're the lowest rated carrier at this point, because you have no connection anywhere with them really. But Sprint has an abundance of high band, but they just haven't implemented it yet because they don't have the money to do it. So with this merger talk, T-Mobile wants to buy Sprint and then take all of that high band spectrum and start throwing it out into the marketplace. And if this merger goes through, T-Mobile, or the new company would be the new T-Mobile. They're not really rebranding. They're just taking the name and putting it on top of Sprint. If they went through with this merger, T-Mobile would effectively have the best position on 5G out of every single carrier, because there would only be three major carriers left: Verizon, T-Mobile, and AT&T. Now, people are saying the less competition, the worse off it is for consumers, and that is true to a point. But T-Mobile has been about the uncarrier, I guess, if that makes sense, and they have really, really, really pushed for consumer practices and stuff like that over the last few years. So they were the first ones to reintroduce unlimited data fully for every customer, which is really nice. They have, when you pay for T-Mobile One, which is it's T-Mobile Magenta now or something like that. When you pay for that now, you don't pay any taxes, you don't pay any fees. It's just a flat rate every month. It's really convenient for the customer because, you look at your bill and you're like, oh man, okay, so it's going to be $70 a month for this plan. But then you throw in the taxes and fees and it's over $100. It's that's kind of scumbaggy. And carriers do that a shit ton. But T-Mobile put an end to that. So they're really consumer friendly, and it's just, I guess, my opinion. If it goes through, we should probably see some good things from it. I'm still concerned, I guess, with the level of competitiveness throughout the carriers, because I know they're really competitive with one another, but I guess it's to be seen, I guess, because it really hasn't happened before, because none of the major cellular carriers have merged with one another. But if T-Mobile does not... Oh, shit. See that phone call right there? That means I got to take a break. So 1 sec, I'll be right back. Preoccupy yourself. Go in the chat. Let me know how you're doing, or write a question about this, and I'll answer it as soon as I'm done, okay? All right, be right back. All right, I'm back. So it was generally quick. So it's just stuff like that. I just got to talk to people and blah, blah, blah. So, I mean, I can see both sides, definitely. Some people really are against it. Some people are really for it. I kind of weigh into the for it, because I know that if T-Mobile doesn't buy Sprint, then Sprint's going to die out, because they can't keep customers and their coverage isn't good, so no one's going to really stay with them. And they are extremely in debt, so they're going to eventually have to file for bankruptcy. They're going to go under, and then at that point, all of their spectrum goes up for grabs for everybody. So then there'd be another bidding war, and more than likely Verizon and AT&T would outbid T-Mobile, who doesn't have the money that Verizon and AT&T have, and then T-Mobile would be the underdog, and the AT&T and Verizon would have all of the 5G spectrum. So there would be, effectively, in my mind, less competition, because instead of 3 5G carriers, there would be 2 5G carriers and then a somewhat mediocre 4G LTE carrier. So I guess that's my thoughts on it. The only carriers here in the middle of bumfuck nowhere are AT&T and US Cellular. Hydro, where are you from again? You don't have to be specific. Just let me know where you're from. I want to know. I think it could be a really unique change in the game. I'd be curious to see how rates and such would go between companies. I know for a fact T-Mobile, when they announced that there was going to be a merger happening, they did say that prices would not change for, I think they said, for the first 3 years of the acquisition. So they would acquire Sprint, implement all their stuff, and the prices for anything would not change for 3 years. And by that time, I'm assuming that Verizon and AT&T would start implementing their 5G pricing, and then by the time the 3 years is up, I'm assuming T-Mobile would go, okay, look at them charging their customers probably to an exorbitant amount, and T-Mobile would go, okay, watch this, we'll undercut you by $20 a month. And that would just throw another giant wrench into the equation, because then T-Mobile would be a 5G carrier giving 5G services for inexpensive amounts per month, less than the other two, and then it would throw more competition into the mix. So my opinion on it, I think it's great, but then again, people are divisive about it, because it does reduce the amount of national carriers from 4 to 3, and the effects of that have yet to be seen. So I guess we have some stuff to go through. The reason I brought it up, because it's announced that they're going to be announcing if the merger went through next week. It was supposed to happen this week, or this past weekend, but they... Oh, I forgot to throw in there. I forgot to throw in that the DOJ, Department of Justice, said this deal isn't looking good enough to us, so you have to do something to kind of offset it a little bit. So T-Mobile is selling... or not T-Mobile, Sprint, when the merger goes through, would be selling Boost Mobile to Dish, I think. I think that's what it was. So Dish, the satellite company, or the cable, or whatever they are, would be buying Boost Mobile, And then they would be essentially taking that place of that carrier, I guess. So there would be more carriers distributed around. But then another interesting thing is Amazon wants to get on the action as well. So they're thinking about buying Boost too. So if Amazon bought Boost, then Amazon would become their own cellular provider, and that would have even more fun competition in the mix. So I think it's kind of cool. I think it's kind of unique. I'm of course a T-Mobile customer, so I wanted to go through so T-Mobile can get more 5G. Speaking of 5G, if you have an iPhone, the next iPhone that's coming out this year will not have 5G connectivity support. If you want to wait for 5G connectivity, you get the 2020 iPhone that comes out in next year, effectively. So giving you guys a heads up, I would say skip this year's iPhone. Just personal preference, because the only upgrade is going to be potentially just a processor and also the cameras. The form factors aren't changing. Let me get this out. Woo, burritos, get me. But form factors aren't changing for this year, so the 10 is staying the same size, along with the 10s Max and the 10R successor or whatever. They're not changing form factors, but the 2020 iPhones, like, I'm just going to bridge this into the next topic, the 2020 iPhones. The 2020 iPhones, apparently, right now, the 10S is a 5.8-inch display. What's up, Neo TV? Joy-Con boys, welcome. Oh, no, oh, R.I.P., man. That's so sad. But, like I was saying, the 10S is 5.8 inches screen right now, so it's reasonably large. Then the 10R has a 6.1, and I believe the 10S Max has a 6.5. Okay? So you have those numbers in your head. Now, next year, the 10S model is going to be reduced in size from 5.8 to 5.4, so it's effectively going to be the style of the screen right here in an iPhone 8 body. That's effectively what it's going to be. Might be a little bit smaller than that, though. So that's the rumor. The 6.1 is going to stay. So the iPhone XR has a 6.1-inch display. It's going to stay the same size. And then the big kahuna, I know I love what you're saying. I love smaller as well. That's what I'm going to go for. The big kahuna, the 10S Max, is a 6.5-inch, and then the 2020 version of that is going to 6.8 inches. So it's going to be almost the size of an iPad mini display in a phone, which is fucking huge. I can't imagine people are gonna go for that. But they will. People love big phones. I personally love smaller phones. That's just me. I had an SE until I got this one. This was the only reason I got this one. This is the 10R, is because it's the cheapest one available. But next year, I think I have enough cash to compensate for the smaller form factor. Yeah, I prefer smaller phones. My 10R feels awkward in my hand. I know exactly what you mean. There's a nice thing about this case, though. It's a spec. I think it's called the Spec Presido case, and it has little ribs on there. If you can see that, do you see the ribs on the back? They're made of like rubber, but it adds a shit ton of grip to your phone. A shit ton of grip. So it's all over the bottom as well. And it has some impact protection too. I think they're like $25. So I think it's worth it because, if you're not letting go of this phone. Yeah, nobody needs the big phone. I mean, I can't see why people need the big phone, but people like it, and it's personal preference. So people go for the big phones, people go for the small phones. I like the small phones. Some people like the big phones. People go for what they like, and that's nice. It used to be Apple just had the one size phone, and people had to be stuck with it, So that's my take on that, I'd say. I like small phones. I'm glad they're reducing the size, because even the regular 10 size was a little bit too big for me. I liked the smaller size of the 8, and especially the SE. I know the screen is small on that. My dream would be if Apple released a 4-inch, not a 4-inch, but like the body of the SE or the iPhone 5S, but filled the entire screen like the 10S and the 10R and the 10S Max with that, even with the notch. I know the notch is really, you know what I mean? People don't like the notch, but I got used to it pretty quick. If they could shrink the size of the notch to fit it into that SE display, fuck, that would be nice. That would be so nice. Neo TV, how am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. We're doing a kind of a podcast stream tonight. I don't know how long I've been live, but it's nice to stream from here, you know? Why is there a strain of YouTubers that have a radio voice, and who is the originator of the radio voice that everyone is imitating? Probably Mark. More than likely Mark. I'd say Markiplier. He's the first one on YouTube that like got me watching him because of his voice. And I'd say that's probably where it originated from. Just for YouTube at least. Neo TV, how am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. Like I said, I just started doing my streams again. I'm currently at work right now. But nothing's going on, so I got... Where's the trash? I got time to do whatever right now. Future streams are going to be game streams when this is nothing going on. And usually I'd be watching Netflix right now, watching some Hulu. But it's nice to just chat with you guys for a bit. I like this. I like this a lot. I got some more topics we can cover, but I was going to do those tomorrow. Or maybe... Actually, no, I don't even work tomorrow. What am I thinking? It's the 4th of July. It's the 4th of July today! Happy 4th of July! Yo! I forgot about that. But still. With that being said, I don't have much other topics to cover, so... oh, wait, Grace wants to say something. There's also a strain because people are trying to play towards a younger audience by acting like an energetic and idiot person. Right. Are you consciously imitating Markiplier then, or have you taken on the false ego of Markiplier? I don't know. He's a big inspiration for me, so I kind of, you know... In the beginning, at least, I started basing myself off of kind of his style of things, but now I've gotten into a lot of my own style. But this is my own voice. This is the way I just talk. So that's, I mean, I usually, I'm a loud person. I end up yelling a lot. People know this from my game live streams, and you know, it's a thing where I just, yeah, influence is different than imitating. I did have a streak where I dyed my hair red and black like he did, but that was more so for Halloween. And I know it's weird. I haven't watched Mark in a few months. It's weird. I haven't watched him. I just don't have the drive that I did. You know what I mean? How do you know what your original voice is? Well, no. So my voice is my voice, right? But let's just say, 2 years ago, my voice was really like, it was quiet. It was, I don't know if I can do it. It's just not my voice anymore, you know? My voice was really quiet, and I had like I had a really bad lisp. So it was more so also vocal training. So there's a what's it called? Not an audio book, an audio set. It's a set. I'll say it's a set. I bought online. It's a vocal coach that teaches you how to sing, and a lot of the techniques I use to keep my voice up and strengthen it, and a lot of those techniques also uses a lot of the diaphragm, and it uses pronunciation and stuff like that. So it just helps you get your voice more pronounced. So more so it's a mixture of like taking vocal lessons and, you know, seeing my inspiration on YouTube and like following him a little bit, but then also incorporating my life and the things I've learned. That makes sense. You watched him earlier today? I mean, honestly, I might do that after I end my live stream. I might watch a couple of his videos, but it's like, I don't know. It's weird because I used to like religiously watch his videos, but I don't anymore. I don't. You can actually sing now? Awesome, Grace! Do you, I forgot, did I send you those videos? I can send you. I can send you them if you want me to. I could. Let me know. Where does your voice originate from? Huh? What? Mike Hawk? in with the comments that makes your brain go like... Oh, whatever. Yeah, Grace, I can send you those. I'll send you those right after the stream. I can just send you the Google Drive link because I have it on my computer. But yeah, my OtterBox case has not as much grip as I'd like. Oh my god, a 10R with an OtterBox case sounds scary as fuck. Yeah, from birth? Yeah, is that where my voice is right in front of him? Yeah. I'm gonna say, like, what? That makes no sense. Vocal cords, diaphragm, lungs. Like, here, I'll do a test. Hold on. So, here is... Let me get a thing of water. You guys can tell the difference, okay? Okay. So this is more so like my voice without using my diaphragm. This is my normal voice right now. Does the voice in your head correlate to your speaking voice? Is it the same tone and pitch? Yes, because I'm used to hearing myself with headphones, and so I know what I sound like without headphones on now. That's how I normally see my voice. So, hold on, ready? So this is my voice without using my diaphragm. This is only my lungs. And I am losing my voice a little bit because I've been talking so much, but this is my voice without my diaphragm at all. This is just me just generally talking and just getting my voice out. But then, hold on. I'm losing it. But then with my diaphragm, my voice gets a little bit more pronounced, and then it just lets me kind of get things out a little bit more clearer and a lot more forceful, if that makes sense, without having to breathe in as often. So you can kind of see where I'm coming from with, you know, using the tricks that I've learned through my diaphragm breathing and through like recognizing the sound of my voice, so that when I want to pronounce my voice more, I can get through that with my diaphragm and it'll be a lot easier to do things. So that's kind of why you guys can kind of attest to whenever I'm screaming on stream, it's coming from my belly, baby. It's coming from right there. So, yeah, I hope you guys take that as kind of like a thing you can kind of focus on. When you breathe through your stomach, when you breathe through, you want to breathe like from right here. You want to breathe from like, I don't know if that you could see that, but when you breathe in through your stomach, you want to breathe in from the lower stomach, I guess. And then you want to have like your lungs full of like maybe like 20-30% air, but you want to have most of your breath come from the diaphragm. So that's cool. Hope you guys learned something from that. I hope I'm a good teacher. Let's see. How would he be able to know that? I do. Yeah, I know that because like I said, my headphones, I hear myself every time I stream. They're all screaming at him. I don't have a voice in my head at all. You should probably go to the doctor. You should probably go to this fucking psychiatrist. Yeah, expand your diaphragm. I'm a choir kid. I know this. It's fantastic. I do not have anything else. So with that being said, we're going to go into questions. So I'll answer, I don't know, one question from everybody, and then I'm going to call it a night. So give me a good question. I'm going to run to the bathroom quick, and you go to type a question out. I'll be right back, and then when I get back, I'll answer your questions. Be right back. And we're back! Okay. Alright, let's see what we got. Hydro says, you should send me the file to those sets so I can speak better. I'm terribly quiet and I'm sick of not being heard. I will. Sure. On Discord, just I'll send it in a chat so that everyone can access them, because I honestly don't have any use for them anymore. I mean, I can still use them, but maybe I will. Maybe I'll focus on doing that some more, because I could sing. Ha! I am losing my voice, though, as you can hear, so I gotta play it cool and then go into my tomorrow stream. Or not tomorrow, like I said, but next week stream. Maybe this weekend. But Grace says, so you remember when I tried to sing in the middle of my voice changing? LOL, that was bad. I remember that. It was great. It was fantastic. What are you talking about? That was great. What are you talking about? You silly little goose. What are you talking about? Huh? You were fantastic. Do you sound different now, or are you the same sounding? Let me know. This is getting bad. I can feel it stressing me out. But I'll finish this out, and then I'll take off. All right. Hydro, the whole diaphragm thing. Yep. The burrito's hitting me. All right. Let's see. What are your plans for today, Mitch? Any special 4th of July plans? Today, after I get off work, I am getting home at like 8, going to bed right away, getting up at like 1, and then going out to my cabin. It's like a 45-minute drive. That's in the middle of a giant lake, so we call it the island. And we're gonna be jet skiing. We're gonna be boating, lighting off fireworks. We're gonna be watching the fireworks go out over the lake. I could maybe stream from there if I get service. I don't know if I do or not, but if I do, I'll stream maybe a little bit. It won't be obviously as long as this. It'll be more like a IRL, what's going on, guys, live stream. Maybe 15-20 minutes, something like that. But yeah, maybe I'll do that. But other than that, tomorrow night it's gonna be great. I don't work the next morning, so I could go back home. I probably am just gonna relax and just fall asleep, but who knows, if I am awake, there might be a stream. Who knows, right? Okay. My voice hurts. I need to get used to this again, because the more I do it, the more I talk, the better I'm going to be at it. So, it's good that I'm doing it. How the fuck do I figure out how to sleep? My way of doing that is melatonin. I use melatonin. I get the liquid form and put it under my tongue for like, I don't know, a minute. And then I'm out within 10 minutes. That's just the way I am, though. And the more physical exercise you do during the day, the more likely your body is going to be tired at the end of the day. So that might be a factor as well. So maybe 2 hours before you go to bed, do some sit-ups, some crunches, some push-ups, stuff like that. Your body will be kind of like ready to go to bed. That's a good way. How the fuck do I sleep? I mean, do you really want to be sleeping, though, during this podcast type setting? Come on, man. You be missing out on the podcast. Don't go to bed. Stay up. Watch this stream. Watch this video. Great shit. What did your dog name you? Dipshit? Probably. I mess with him so much. I pretend to give him some treats, and he's like, ah, ah. And I'm like, nope. But then I like throw it, and he goes and gets it. If nobody else was streaming, would you still be interested in streaming? It's kind of wow, it's a good question. It's a really good question. I mean, in a way, I guess so. More so, if no one was streaming. Oh shit, what's going on? Oh, I don't know. It's audio jack shit. I would say the only thing that got me into streaming was my videos. So, if no one else was streaming, I would still probably be doing videos on the regular, but I probably do live streaming because I just think it's a way to be more personable, interact with the audience, and I like doing that shit. I like going out and I like talking to the audience. And I thought something got unplugged. That's what I said oh shit for. I like talking to the audience. I like interacting and like being able to talk to people You know, if you can, with Let's Plays and shit, it's fun because you like get to watch someone play. But with live streams, you get to play with someone and interact with them during the live stream. So I personally like live streams more than videos, but I also understand there's a time and a place for videos as well. My preference on it, I probably would be live streaming if no one else was doing it, but I don't know if I'd gain the traction some others have gained. I hopefully would. I love it. But then again, I like my little community that I have now because it's a lot more personable. The larger it gets, the harder it's going to be to interact with each and every person. So it's a trade-off. It really is. Let's see. Puberty Grace is not having it. IDK, if I sound different, maybe I'll sing in one day in Discord. That'd be cool. It's up to you, though. I think I sound different because I've developed more. I'm getting melatonin tomorrow. It's fantastic. It works really well. I like the liquid stuff, like I said, because I can put it under my tongue and it just like absorbs into my bloodstream and shit, and then I'm out snoring away. Don't want to sleep during podcasts? That's right. That's right. Completely agree. I wouldn't want to miss this for the world. And I don't think anyone else would either. With that being said, I want to say thanks for everyone that stuck around during the initial live stream. I'm glad we got things working. I'm glad that I'm able to stream during my work because nothing's happening. And it's hard to believe the entire time during this live stream, I only had one phone call that lasted me 10 seconds, maybe 20 seconds at the most. Other than that, nothing has happened on my screen. This is the joy of working overnights, is it's really slow and I have a shit ton of time to do things. So now that I moved my setup here, I don't know if you guys can see, hold on. In the reflection of this, it's going to be really hard to see, but I have my, wait, no, I can maybe do this. I have my webcam there. It goes down on the screen or the table. My keyboard, my microphone, and then the monitor right there. It's the best way I can probably show it to you without moving all my stuff. But yeah, it's a really sick job. I really love it. There are nights it can get busy. So during those nights, I wouldn't be able to live stream, obviously. But for most nights, I'd be able to. So I think that's pretty cool. Sunday nights are generally, I'm busy till about 4 a.m. So just probably Sunday nights, I'd say don't expect a stream from me. But if I do, it'll be short. The rest of the week is pretty simple. But I'll keep you guys updated on Discord. I'm glad that I'm able to stream now at work when I have so much fucking free time. I might be able to record some videos as well here. I can do some more of the Walking Dead shit because hooray, I should probably get that done. I saw they're releasing a giant collection of the games too, which is kind of cool. So I might hop in on that grind. But with that being said, now that I have more free time at night, I got a lot more stuff that I can do. I can do podcasts. I can't do Detroit Become Human because that requires a PS4, and I can't do it overnight because I can't bring it here. That would be a little too much because then I would have to have somewhere I can put it, and I have nowhere that I can put it, if you know what I mean. Maybe I can bring it. I'm not sure, but I wouldn't be able to leave it here. So I will figure out something, but we'll put a pin in that, okay? We'll put a pin in that. I think Hydro went to sleep. Probably Mike did as well. That's not your name. That's my voice is shitting on itself right now. So with that being said, I want to say thanks for everyone that hopped in and stayed the entire time. Grace and Hydro and Mike, they showed up, but with that being said, I will be live maybe tomorrow night, maybe on the weekend, but more importantly, I'm going to be live more often because I have my setup at work now, so I can stream a lot more. So with that being said, I'm going to take off. Hope you guys had a great night and have a great 4th of July. Go celebrate. Don't blow up your hands. Don't blow up your face. You can stick your dick in a firework and maybe that'll, cure your shit. But with that being said, catch you later, and I hope you have a good one. Peace!